I like being short. I've never played a tall character before, and I've been able to choose. It feels so strange. Yeah, it is so funny seeing him just because it's also this idea that he's like so like stoic and quiet. He's just hanging out above everyone. Just like staring down. I wish to greet our guests beforehand and offer my support for their cause. Domin, Uda, it matters not to me. Birthplace does not equate to birthright in mine eyes. I take great pride in my establishments for this very reason. The Platinum Mirage, in particular, serves as a showcase for the talents of countless men and women born beyond our borders. We must take pains to illustrate how accepting the Domins would benefit Ul'dah. Only then might the syndicate be swayed. Raoban! It's good to see you. A pleasure, Liuki. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. Whoa. Such an official meeting. Oh, I thought that was fancy orange for a second, but it wasn't.
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty.
That's fair. Animo is a little bit short. I feel like maybe her chair should be a little bit higher. It did kind of look like she was talking to the turtle. It's like, in Ul'dah, you talk to the royal turtle of the table. Then it divulges its wisdom to us. The council. Okay. You're already begging for food. You can't feel too bad. Okay. Stop getting into stuff, okay? You're gonna get sick. It's also just not healthy for you. Trying to lose weight. Gotta move, baby. I'm sorry. Alright.
Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge.
Empire's rough.
It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I
love
agree.
Alphago's little
That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
that goatee. Yeah. Adult Lalafels are interesting.
The law is the
His
law.
mustache.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
I'm gonna go with the second one.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny, but we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves.
Also, the
What
Empire's
were
fault.
your words that day? Yes, the law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
Let's
My
go around
lord,
Bond.
I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Odd way to vote. Oh no.
that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Tetralogy.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little
Seems like
reason
a
to
good
maintain
guy.
the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time
don't like
nor place
Lolorito.
for that discussion.
What a jerk. Let's vote him out of power. Well, that's disappointing. As you have observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah! I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Hey! How Tetralogy just became part of our team. Following along. Got where I needed to go. Getting even more politics. Galleon is no place for my people, for any people, to call home. This cannot continue. Mayhap I should have considered the likelihood of failure more deeply beforehand. I do not deny that certain portions of the refugee population have been a burden on the Sultanate, but I take issue with my counterparts' contention that they account for the majority. In this they are plainly mistaken. Even so, we must not think ill of them for wishing to protect our great nation. Ta-da. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitorists have made their position clear. Agreed, Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Lipsalaminsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hole with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. At least not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Nymphilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordana. Like most outpoints, Nymphilia doing something. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, if not save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike that which you yourself propose, Lady Ugiri. I would not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah. Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Yuki. Yay! Found something at least. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. It's something. Yeah, that sounds miserable. Just, yeah, not even being able to, like, be on the ground, go around for a walk, get some time alone. That is no way to live. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Madrona. Those wealthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Momodi! She's been coming in clutch. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordana. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. Aw, Totaleji. Thanks. At least he's helping out. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Yay. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Ugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you. After you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Yeah. Poor Lalafell. Like they have to sprint just to keep up with the walk. Like that happens when I'm walking with someone like 6 foot tall. Can't imagine with how tall they are. And Ralbon is not a small person. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay. Wherefore, they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly. It would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Liuki, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. And speak with a man named Tozan when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Alright, back to Vesper Bay. Greetings. Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray, forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. Round up the kids. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse bird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but what's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help though. We're just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding. Since Lady Yugiris told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Alright, hide and seek. Found one. That's not a great hiding spot. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Kaharu. Yuki Ashiford, eh? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. You must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Lyukiasha Fern. Anybody else hiding? Behind the building. Anybody? I'm not good at hide and seek. You're one of those stallions. So I was not sure where that was going at first. Aha! Barely saw you. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horse, bird, carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. No idea where this last one is. Did I miss it? Oh. Oh, you're up there. I thought I checked the roofs. How'd you do that? How'd you find me? Bah, guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Yikes. Wonderful. All the children are counted. Hide and seek. Ah, I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it was best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Yeah, it is, yeah, just like... I mean, he explained it pretty well. That's kind of smart, but... yeah, that's just, like, a really dark thought. You have to, like, teach kids the hide and seek to protect their own life. Whew. That's brutal. First caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Homei, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Let's ride back to Ul'dah. You're gonna be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted out of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but don't pay to gamble in the business. Now I know you can handle yourself in a fight. This lot here's another story, so I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe, like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Aww. It's our first time seeing a chocobo. Oh, it's just so fluffy. Grandfather's so lucky. These horse birds smell terrible. Don't talk about the Yokobo like that. Okay. Anything around here? What is that? That is not a straight beast. It's a monster. It's clear. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Ha ha ha. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well fought, sir, well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health, I'd have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things might have been very different. We cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell, forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten, Lady Ugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest. They knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Uh-huh. Can I help you? Hey, Mr. Ryoki. Gohara and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To go whither the wild rose blooms. I feel like it was to help people. I don't think any of these are right. To win glory? I don't know. I kind of like the last one. I'm curious to see what they say. I'm gonna pick that one. Just be mysterious. So, like roses. I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything. But don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Ryoki. I've got a question. What's Revenant's toll like? Is it pretty? That's a lot of words. Outpost frequented by adventurers, bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It's home to the Scions. The stone's throw from an Imperial castrum. Let's not tell them that. I think it's a defunct Imperial castrum now, at least. I don't know, any preferences? Yeah, apparently the fourth ones are just complete meme ones. I feel like sprinkling a few in there definitely fits Ryoki, but maybe not all the time. As an agent occasion, chaos, I'm like, okay, we'll keep going with the last ones. Maybe that is Ryoki. The absolute agent of chaos. I've never picked it. I'm curious. Well, it's right next to the Imperials. Ha! You can't fool me. No one would ever live that close to a castrum. Liar, liar, breaches on fire. I mean, it actually is. But okay. It's better than them getting terrified that the Imperials, that they haven't escaped them. But oh, sorry, Pele. I didn't mean to wake you. Enough! Gohara, it's my turn again. Mr. Ryoki, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Yeah, okay. Fourth one's definitely just memes. Do we just keep doing the fourth one? I feel like I would say... I think I said train every day last time. First one's kind of inspiring. I think anybody can seek out adventures. Should we do the first one? Be a little kinder to him. Okay. Seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright. That's enough questions for Mr. Ryoki. That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Of course. Oh, he got a classic Leoki nod. Right? He just goes in for another one. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Leoki. I won't forget it. I'm gonna be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked. Just like Mr. Leoki and Lady Ugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Leoki and Lady Ugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Sure. Leoki just throwing nods around to everyone. Oh my gosh, they're still asking us questions. Dude, Leoki's a lot more patient with kids than I expected. Right? He seems so happy. These kids non-stop bugging him. He does look a little zen. Alfie, we made it. How are you feeling? Any better? Is your headache going away at all? I have to move offices tomorrow. Not really looking forward to that. I feel like I have so much stuff in my office. Probably just gonna purge whatever I can. Good time to clean it. Okay. That's something. I hope not multiple trips. I've never had to do multiple trips before. It is possible though. I also hope the move cart's actually there, because it was not there when I left on Friday, so hopefully move tomorrow. Ah, Leoki. Take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No. I've matters well in hand here. You and Lady Ugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Let's go introduce her to everyone at Revenant's Toll. All due respect. This past time, Lady Ugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slathborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Ugiri to Nymphilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Leo. Alright. Introductions are in order. Right? Somebody came to my office and they just had a giant medallion thing above their head. I'm like, oh, they would have work for me. Or just like my laundry basket, just like pops up with that when it's time to do laundry. It'd be so much easier if there was a real life quest log. Which, kind of to say, organizing is good. It kind of is a thing that can happen. I have tried to use like organization systems and like that in the past, like on my phone. Not that I actually have physical things above their head. It's one of those like cool things where like, check if you did your laundry this week. If not, your phone's gonna send you a notification and be like, you didn't do your laundry. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm glad you're starting to feel better. Hopefully well enough to go to sleep. Oh, I like this bunny. She's so pretty. Can't get a good view. Love the hairstyle. Her hairstyle is kind of like ours. We both have a braid. I really like that blue. I haven't seen that much. I feel like sometimes when I have headaches, it's really hard to sleep. So. I don't know what I said that sounded like she should start talking, but I did not say her name. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to work, Master Slathborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray, understand I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slathborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Leoki. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. Uh-huh. Follow me. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the rising stones anon. She's so intimidated. Ophelia's a giant cupcake. That's fine. Tataru! Oh, and Papadimo. What have you guys been up to? Eorzea may be a land of cultures and creeds, but I nevertheless suspect that the Domans will struggle to adapt. Look at Tataru! She's so cute. Tataru break. It's just bobbing her head, singing along. I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doma. Mayhap there's something I could add to my special tonic? That's so true. Na, 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 na. So relatable. Alright, Minfilia. Thanks for all the work or all the strings you pulled to get him here. 'Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldessian continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts, the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. No, not the students of Baldessian. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved? I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of those refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Yeah. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Right, everyone just nod at each other. was that? That was awkward. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. The event that Reverend Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slathborn, Lady Ugiri, Leoki. I wanted to hear the conversation. That's fine. I am amazed that none here knew of the War of Succession until we arrived. Have you truly heard naught of what has transpired? What is this War of Succession? Lamine and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Stola should be returning anon with a report from afield. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. I almost forgot about the crystals. I'm so happy when everyone's together.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Voice acting. Hooray.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
Pirates.
The plot thickens.
Indeed.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Mysterious.
Then we have our explanation.
We do.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
Please do pray tell.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods.
Music.
They mean to summon Leviathan?
What?
That is the way of it, I fear.
No.
Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers.
Leviathan.
With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
What does that mean?
Ugh.
Oh. Time to pass out. Flashback.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary, stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Yeah, is that a hat? I think it's a hat, right? Looks so weird.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary?
I think they have eyes. The other ones I think are a little
We
more...
have outstayed our
I mean, they're still
welcome.
fish-like, but definitely look a little more normal. I think he's just wearing a gigantic hat that's like 10 times the size of his head. But I think they're kind of on the side, because they look like fish, I think. I don't know.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Keep forgetting that she can also see flashbacks like us.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this.
It was Elidibus.
But
That's
surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
Oh, that's what they were talking
My
about?
lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa.
Back on primal duty.
I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes.
What is happening?
The true nature of the echo.
Oh.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
Oh.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Forgot she was here.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
Do they not have primals?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
Ida, every time.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies.
True.
If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
All due respect. Alright. It is 11 o'clock. I know you said you wanted to get to bed a little bit early. Should we call it here for the night? Feels like maybe a decent stopping point. We're about halfway through 2.2, so we made really good progress. Okay, sounds good. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching and supporting the content, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.